Alright, here we are in a run driving video of our little 91 Alfa Romeo Spider. It's a one owner, so it's got 39,000 original miles. It's just a beautiful car. I had to park it over here in the shade a little bit because the sun's coming out, and you can see the pictures. The red is just beautiful and bright. Obviously, e-brake works good. But to take you around here, you can hear it just running nice and smooth. Just running like it should. No issues. Hood shuts nice and easy. You pop open the trunk here. The gas door pops out as it should. Trunk popper comes right on up. Oh, he's got we have the original, this keeps coming undone here a little bit, but I think it's just because I don't have it tucked back there enough. Got the original Toolkit. I'll put this cover on for some of the pictures too. You got, some of your, original brochures. You got a cool hat. Awesome little replica. If you guys don't want this, my son would absolutely love to have it, but I told him it kind of came with the car, so I'm gonna stick it with the car. I'll go ahead and put my dealer plate on here. It's got a protective magnet on it. It's got a manual top, super easy. That's gonna drive us nuts a little bit, the buzzer going, but you want to roll both windows down. I'll do it real quick. And oh, there's no issues with the top. It's a really nice condition. It's nice and soft, nice and black, not dyed out. All this is beautiful, but you are getting some little, kind of, it's tough to see, but some kind of rubs in the back glass, or some ripples, and a little tiny, looks like a tiny hole may have started, but there's some little indents here. But this car probably spent most of its life with its top down, as I got a 99 Cobra Mustang I've had for 13 years, and I think I've driven it half a dozen times with the top up. It's especially in this state, Washington, you gotta take advantage of your days. And this isn't really a car that, especially with 39,000 miles, original owner, obviously the owner loved this thing, but it's just real easy to undo the top. It's those latches, and it's a manual top, so it folds up nice, and then you can put the boot around it like this, or it does look a lot better, same as on my Mustang, but it seems like half the time I don't run the boot, just because we got kids and sometimes it's a little bit of a pain, and snapped it a couple times. But this one kind of slides into place a little bit differently. And the top, when you fold it up, it does kind of get some indents, but as it gets warm, the rear glass flattens back out. So kind of just your normal convertible stop stuff. So, alright, so all the wing windows are nice and tight. All the glass, including the windshield, is original. And then when you got these little straps back here to do too. So, alrighty. Gonna go ahead and get ripping here. I'm gonna roll the windows up just so you guys can hear me a little bit better. You can see it's a non-smoker. Never been used. Blower motor works really good. Basically on high there. AC cools you down, but it's not like being a brand new car. It isn't ice cold, so that might be something that you want to do. But obviously, you saw the windows go up and down. Runs really nice and smooth. It had all the original ignition components still on it, as in the cap, rotor, and wires and plugs. Those come with it, but we did have them replaced, just because it's like it's only got 39,000 miles, but the thing's almost 30 years old, so it's pretty amazing. It's got good Pirelli tires. We just had them. The oil's been changed. Had the tires balanced. I'll turn the blower motor down here a little bit. It took me a little while to get used to the controllers, but it does have the original manuals and stuff, so that's where I went for it and look through there. Shifts really nice through the gears. It's got a great little sound to it. This is a car really that to me looks 10 times better with the top down. I mean, I think when you get the photos, when I first saw the car, I was like, this thing's killer looking, this is fun. Got it back to the shop, and when I took the top down, it was like, man, this changes the look of this car. I've never seen a car, a convertible car transform so much just by putting the top down. You can see the brake light, or the turn signals are working good. But yeah, it shifts through all the gears really nice. You know, rides like a little sports car. You're gonna feel little bumps in the road and stuff. But it's amazing how many people do not know what this car is. I've had a ton of questions. You know, get the wipers going. You're gonna try to hit all the things. If I forget to do something, sometimes I get chatting here and I forget to hit some of the elements. But usually between all the different videos, you know, we do an exterior, we do an underside, a driving, cold start in some of those situations. There's into third gear, you can see the RPM gauge working. Fourth gear, you know, no grinding, no issues, nice feeling clutch. Just goes arrow straight. It's just like a killer looking little piece. But you know, underneath it's you know, a little bit dirty, a little bit greasy. It's been 30 years old almost, so but it's not all steam cleaned and sprayed with Armor All grease and all that stuff. So, you know, you're about 3,000 RPMs, about 70 miles an hour. This thing's got a red line of, you know, pretty close to 6, but just a really, really fun car. Great looks. This is probably, you know, Chevy's Victory Red, and there's a couple of Ferrari Reds, but this is probably the tops for me. I'd really like to do a Scout or Bronco in this color. The red is just beautiful. See all the gauges? You know, you're gonna get a full tank. I'll throw a couple gallons in there. I've done some driving on this thing. Looks like I put, you know, 225 miles on it maybe. Can't remember if I hit the trip odometer on this one or not. But I've driven it a little bit. You know, and it's just really the Alfa Romeo has just this kind of iconic look to it. The Spider is just a super cool car. You can see the brakes aren't very old. You know, it's braking really nice and straight and smooth. You know, no hands on, it's going as straight as can be. Alright, so here I'm going to take you down this really bad road. Got some potholes and some patch jobs, and it's got some tight S-curves up here, so you can see the going through the corners. You know, I'm in third gear, kind of just putting at 35, you know, drop her down to fourth. You know, we're gonna do about 1,800 RPMs. This is a killer car. I mean, you sit down in here, you know, you know, I don't know if you're like 6'5", if you necessarily want to be in here, but I don't know, the seat goes back and it's pretty comfortable. I'm 5'10", and got plenty of room in here. I can get my my leg all the way out to relax or drive. You know, I definitely don't even get close to being this comfortable. My wife's, she's got a 95 Suzuki Sidekick, little 2-door. I'd rather be in this thing all day long. So here's the S-curve, so I'm going to drop her down into third. You can see no grinding, nice and tight to left. You can see the steering wheel. I barely moved the steering wheel, and it turns it all the way 90. It wants to rebound to center without me touching it. With exactly what you want. There's no clicking or clunking. You know, I'm not chasing down. Really, I don't think you can do anything to this car to make it handle or drive any better. I mean, it's 39,000 miles, kind of expected. You wouldn't need to do that. Again, kind of come up here. I'll kind of drop it down a second so you can hear no grinding. Come in here. So, alright guys, this bad boy's going to no reserve. You'll be the second owner, and it's just an incredible car, and good luck everybody. If you need any other videos or photos, if I missed something, or you need to chat on the phone, do a FaceTime or something, just give a shout out and I'll make sure I get those to you. Thank you. Alright, here we are on the underside video of our 1991 Alfa Romeo. See, we got the top down, just did the outside photos. So you can see underneath this, I mean, it's 39,000 miles. It's really nice and honest underneath. It's been driven, you know, it's almost 30 years old. You can see the differential and everything. I mean, you got a little bit of dirt and grease, a little bit of road grime. But I mean, no rust or corrosion. I'll go nice and slow along here. And then hopefully the camera gives you enough light. It's cool to see still got the original assembly paint markings. You know, everything's still got a little bit of shine to it. You know, got a little bit, you know, all this stuff's original. And we'll put these photos on here too. You just gotta wait. You know, it hasn't been curbed or nothing. Looks like maybe rubbed up against something there. Nope. So yeah, it looks really nice and clean. Let's see, take you to the front brakes over here. It's kind of tough to see in here, but hopefully you can see the brake pad life. But you know, thought that the guy said when I had the tires balanced, he inspected it and said that it looks like the brakes were just recently done, but to me, it looks like, you know, there's plenty of life left, but it doesn't look like they were just done. So I don't know what he was talking about. But, you know, 39,000 miles, you know, the rear brakes are probably, you know, original. Here on this lighting, you can kind of see, you know, there's the rotor and then there's the pad and stuff. But, really clean car, but brakes nice, stops, handles, you know, really nice and smooth. So, all right, everybody, if you need anything else, just let me know.